3 days of darkness. And this is from Amos chapter 8, verse 10. And I will turn your feast into mourning, meaning sadness, and all your songs into lamentations. And I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins, and baldness upon every head. And I will make it as the mourning, meaning sadness, of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day, meaning that he's going to make the day terrible. Joel 2, verse 28. And keep in mind, I'm paraphrasing these because I was taking notes. So it's better for you to look up these verses yourself and you'll see what I'm saying. Joel 2, verse 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, meaning Gentile and Christians. And your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, meaning that they'll see things. Your old men shall dream dreams. Your young men shall see visions. Joel chapter 2, verse 29. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit, meaning that your slaves are going to prophesy too. Joel chapter 2, verse 30. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. Let's read that again. Listen. Joel chapter 2, verse 30. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, and fire and pillars of smoke. Joel 2, verse 31. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and the terrible day of the Lord come. Joel 2, verse 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered, for in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord has said, in the remnant when the Lord shall call. Acts 26, verse 16. But rise and stand upon thy feet, for I have appeared unto thee for this purpose, to make thee a minister and a witness both of these things which thou hast seen, and of those things in which I will appear unto thee. Meaning that he given us a calling, all of us, to spread the word, as what I'm trying to do right now. Spread the word and bring everybody, let's gather everybody together to get to the Lord. So, and I want to go back to Joel 2, chapter 2, verse 30. And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood, fire, and pillars of smoke. That means that the sun is going to turn, and the sun is going to turn blood red. There's going to be fire and pillars of smoke. Okay? Joel 2, verse 31. And the sun shall be turned into darkness, meaning the sun is going to be dark. That means it's done, right? Dark. And the moon into blood. That means you're going to see a moon as blood red, before the great and the terrible day of the Lord come. Now, on Acts 26, I believe I read this right, but I'll do it again if I didn't. Acts 26, verse 16. But rise and stand upon thy feet, for I have appeared unto thee for this purpose, to make thee a minister and a witness. Yes, I did read this. Both of these things which thou hast seen, and any of these things in which I will appear unto thee. That means God needs a witness. So it's good for you, like what I do is that I'm going to write down anything that I see starting that time. When that happens, I'm going to be a witness. I'm going to write it down in a book. Be a witness as to this day. Now, Acts 26, verse 17. Delivering thee from the people and from the Gentiles, unto whom now I send thee. Meaning that sometimes you might, if you get a message from a Gentile, take it with a grain of salt. If you get a message from one of your own people from the church and things like that, take it with a grain of salt. You don't know who God is going to send that message to. So that person don't have to be a church person or, or like a complete dive-in Christian to give you a message. So listen and be careful who you're listening to. Okay? So what I'm saying is, as far as the third day emergency, because I would prefer, I would say that have some food, water, blankets, non-perishable items. I'm getting cans and cans of ravioli and tuna, and make sure you have your can opener too. Maybe and ready to eat, like I said, ready to eat canned foods, perishables that don't need to be refrigerated and that don't need to be heated. So Mark 13 verse 32, but of that day and that hour knoweth no man. That means that we're not going to know what day, what hour. Okay? No, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. So that's Mark 13 verse 32. But as far as the eclipse, except the eclipse will fall on the 6th hour, meaning in the afternoon, but we don't know what day exactly. But the 6th hour on the clock is the afternoon. So what I suggest you do, and I don't mean to sound like comedic when I say that, what I suggest that you do, I don't know, there's nothing we could do really. Only thing we have to do is pray. But what I'm suggesting mostly is that to pray whatever is happening now in your life. And I'm talking about me too, because I fall short every day, every hour, every minute. Clean it up now. Seek God. Call out his name. Tell him what you need to tell him. Repent before that day comes. Do it now, because I already started the process already. Okay, so it said Mark 13 verse 33. Take ye heed. Watch and pray, for ye know not when that time is. Okay? So this is in regards to the 3-day darkness, y'all. Listen, I'm no preacher. I'm not a prophet. Okay? I am not any of those things. I don't have, I wish I had a direct line to God, because I wish I can hear him like most people do. Only thing, God speaks to me by showing me things or putting things into my spirit, but I never heard his voice. So, I'm just saying, but anytime I ask God for knowledge, God directs me to the right place, and he tells me where to go and what to do. And this is what I did, and this is what I got from him as far as me asking for knowledge previously, and now I found this. There may be a 3-day darkness. When I mean dark, I mean dark, but you can't even use a flashlight. Nothing can beat that. It's like a thick darkness. You can't, I don't even know if you can see the flashlights will not work in this darkness, because it's dead thick darkness. Okay? And they had another thing that I read on a previous video. I don't know if I have time to read it, but let me go quick, because there was this lady who was born 1768. Her name is Anna Tiagi. This is what got me. She said, there shall come over the whole world an intense darkness lasting 3 days and 3 nights. Nothing can be seen, and the air will be laden with pestilence, which will claim mainly, but not only, the enemies of religion, meaning people that don't believe in God. It will be impossible to use any man-made lighting during this darkness except blessed candles. He who out of curiosity opens the window, look out of his and leaves his home will fall dead on the spot during these 3 days. People should remain in their home and pray with a rosary and beg God for mercy, because all the enemies of the church, whether known or unknown, will perish over the whole earth during the universal darkness, with the exception of few whom God will soon convert. The air shall be infected by demons who will appear under all sorts of hideous forms. Do you understand that? So I was looking at the eclipse map, and it shows that I'm on the East Coast, so it said the eclipse will happen on the map, it'll start from Texas right on to the East Coast to New York, Pennsylvania, Canada, whatever. So all I'm saying is right now, the most important thing is to ask God for guidance, pray to God. When I say pray, I mean pray. Talk to him, pray down, repent, tell him you're sorry, do whatever you have to do. Because when he comes, he's coming, and you need him to hide you from his destruction.